Hello, I'm back. I wonder what you're going to ask me this time. Better be good, not rude.
Where are you looking? You were looking like down. Who you looking at down there?
I don't know. I don't know why.
As if you've got your lines down there, reading it off your hand.
Is it? Oh, no.
People think I've got you held hostage.
Oh, no.
No. Today, I've asked for a lot of questions of people off Instagram. So our next few videos, please don't judge me for these questions. These questions are off the people, these horrible people at home. No. Have you ever heard of a body count?
A body count?
Yeah. If I said
Is
what
that underwear or something? Body count? A body body?
Body count.
Body count. Oh, hope that's not when somebody's kicked the bucket like in the counted bodies.
What? How many people have murdered?
Well, that's it. Body count.
It's not how many people you've killed, unfortunately.
All right.
So
I haven't killed anyone.
good.
Right.
Glad that's been established.
Get that straight,
Yeah. It's always a good place to start, isn't
yes.
it? So I can't believe I'm explaining this to you, but
Right.
a body count is how many people you have had whatever with. Okay,
Oh, all right.
that is a body count. So if you've been with 100 men, you say my body
bloody
count is 100.
Couldn't count that many.
Yeah, would you just? Well, if you'd be with 100 people, would you just stop keeping count? When would you stop keeping count? What number?
Well, after the first one.
After the first one.
Because in my days, you didn't just top into bed and count them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, in them days, you went out with somebody and you had good times and going out and chatting and meeting with friends and stuff like that. But they might have fancied each other, but in them days, you didn't just top into the bed.
Yeah, because now a lot of people, the thing is that more so I'd say people hop into bed with different people rather than actually getting a meaningful, what I mean? A meaningful relationship with someone.
Why don't people do that, when they're, having a bit sort of thing? Why are they just doing it with anybody?
I'd say, to play like devil's advocate for some people, probably they might have been hurt in the past, so they probably don't want to get into another relationship where they can get hurt. So some people, and I know this is strange to others, but some people will sleep with people and have no feelings with them, and then after it's finished, they're like, that's done. They might have needed it. That is them done.
Yeah.
So, and then they'll move on to the next one.
I suppose it goes for men and women, but years ago, if you respected a woman, you didn't want to force yourself to get them into the bed. You just gradually got to really like each other and then have fun with each other. And
it was like a gradual process.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that happens now is, obviously, I don't know what it was like back in you were young.
I work with young people, and sometimes they'll think, "Oh, being out with him, but I fancy him," and
Yeah.
And they've hopped into bed with him, and I think, well, what the hell you hopped into bed? So somebody, you've hopped into bed with him. You didn't like the bedding bit, but so you just got rid of them.
Well, one thing that happens now is, I want to hear your opinion on it. A lot of, let's say a lad, right? If a lad sleeps with 20 girls, okay, let's just say 20.
Yeah.
He is seen as to other lads, to other people, he will be seen as oh, you're cool, right? You've slept with 20 people. Whereas, if this is how people view it, at our age. If a girl sleeps with 20 people, she is seen as a slut or as people call them. Now, that is obviously not the right way to look at it, but that is how a lot of people see it now. So I just wanted to ask why you think that might be.
Well, I just think because it's always been men think they've been in charge for everything, but we are equal. Okay, one's male, one's female, but we've got 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 nose, 2 arms, 2 legs. Come on. The only difference is one little bit at the bottom there. One's a man, one's a woman. And you need a man and a woman to, keep the human beings going.
They're both valuable, is what you're saying. Equally as valuable.
Definitely. Well, I think they're probably too young. They don't want to settle down, so they'll just tappy-lappy around.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I hope they dip it in domestos each time. Christ.
Dip it in domestos. If you're at home, please don't dip your bits in domestos.
But I don't mean it
That will
way,
not end
but
well.
you know
That
what
will
I
not
mean?
end well. Right.
Because
Trust us.
do young people use condoms?
We already discussed that in the last video.
Did we?
Yes, they do.
Because,
But but
if you're going to do that, which, you know, hey girls, if you get a bloke that wants to do that, and you get lost.
but like, what is the reason why a lad gets praised for it but a woman doesn't for sleeping around?
Well, men must think, oh, if their mates tell them, oh, hey, you know, they feel good, and, you know, but they're not thinking about the girl. They've just used and abused, as it
Yeah,
were.
I think. But
That's what they're doing.
I think with lads, okay, like if a lad sleeps with loads of people, other lads will be like, oh, like whatever, you're cool, whatever. If a girl sleeps with loads of people, her girlfriends and like girls will be like, oh, like if that's what you want to do, go for it. But I think it comes from like how lads view girls doing it.
Yeah.
That's what it comes from. It's like, I don't think it's girls that think that. I think lads will think that of girls if they sleep with a lot of people.
Women are. There's many women that are fantastic and they want to, you know, get high up and run in a country or whatever.
Like Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa's like a president in a country.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that men have just got to abuse them or hop into bed with them. Yeah, I didn't think that means, oh, look at me. Well, that's not respect for people. If they're not that respectful towards young girls, are they like that towards people in general?
Well, I think so. I think that's like a lot of thing that's been happening now. Well, I want to do a separate episode on that, but just a quick one, like the spiking thing with people in clubs. We'll do another episode on that. We'll not get to that now. Okay, watch for that one coming because that's a whole episode. One thing I want to bring it to is, do you think if you were a young person now, if you were my age, if somebody had a high body count, would that put you off? So if a guy that you liked or if a guy you saw said, oh, I've slept with over 100 people, would that put you off them?
Well, if I thought they were nice, then I would think, well, you're not better than me. You know what I mean? I would just like go out with them and, you know, until maybe you thought, well, I like her that much, I'm not tappy lapping around with others.
No, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So respect, like you want like him
Like
to be,
it.
yeah, like loyal.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like if he was loyal, if he was loyal,
Yeah.
but just when he's single, he slept with loads of girls. But when he's in relationships, he's never cheated or he's loyal. Would that put you off that he slept with loads of people?
Well, as long as he didn't have any infection, you know. You know what I mean? And how long it was when he was last with somebody, and you know what I mean?
That's actually a question for you. If somebody had an infection, but you really liked them, would you go out with them?
Nope.
No.
Now time to get the doctors. Get the doctors and get it cleared up, and don't go with nobody else in case they caught it or whatever. And then I might think of going out with them. You know? If a lad really likes a girl, then surely to goodness they would think, just make sure that they haven't got any infections if they're going to do
be
that
safe,
to a girl.
yeah.
Condoms.
Well,
never be without them.
do-
Use them.
I was though. Do you know if you're a lad and you do it with over, let's just say 1,000 people,
Christ.
would it just drop off
I was going to say, will it not be worn away?
like a pencil?
I was going to say it'll be like a little dinky one, what it was like when they were 3 or something.
They might already
It
have one
shrunk.
like that.
Use. Because you do have wear and tear on things you buy and you use
Yeah.
it, like your car needs its MOT. Actually,
Take you thingy
MOT.
for an MOT
Yeah. so
every
it's
3
MOT.
years. Go to
That's
the
it.
doctors.
That's a good idea, that. Or after each
And then,
relationship.
after every relationship, you need to get a certificate saying that you've been to
That's it.
the doctors, so then you
I'm
can move into your
clean.
next. Exactly. If you want a part 2, please do drop 800 likes on this video, and we'll do a part 2 for you.
800.
Yeah.
Oh.